I would also buy like a Masayoshi pack where you ace and he goes,
Yes,
he just does like
just
John
like
noises.
animal noise.
Yeah.
John pack.
I
That
would
would be
love that.
amazing.
No, that would be great. And we're back. It's another episode.
Boomer versus Zoomer. Whoa! I'm over caffeinated, you guys.
Let's run it back from the top, please. Thank you.
Okay.
We're not using that.
Take it away, Peter.
And I'm doing an incredible job as a host. Once again, this is our guest, Natsumii, aka Wendy. Welcome to the Boomer versus Zoomer
Thank you for
podcast.
having me.
We shot a few of these now, huh?
I think this is like 6 or 7.
Wow,
Might be
that's
7.
insane.
Not canceled yet.
Spending that
Pretty
much
good.
time with this guy over
Pretty
here.
good record.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can
I hope you guys keep in my introduction. I think it was better.
We're keeping it in.
It's better. Come on, step it up.
I'm contacting HR again. Like, she said she would stop. It's hurting me. It's causing me actual mental damage, okay? This is messed up.
Yeah.
Do you think just because you're young and hip with the cool Valorant kids, you could just say whatever the fuck you want to the elders, huh? Just
I support Kyedae.
just because I see like random like Kyedae plus 10s love TikTok uploaders and they get like 800,000 likes on TikTok. You think you're hot shit? Yeah, you might be,
No.
but that doesn't mean you treat me with disrespect.
I see you and Anita's cute TikToks and it makes my heart melt.
We need to do another dance soon, another K-pop dance.
Yeah, those are so cute.
Yeah.
Please
Well,
do.
Speaking of K-pop dances,
Huh?
Wendy,
What's up?
show them what we got. That's why we brought you here.
Oh, to teach you how to.
No,
K-pop
to
dance?
demonstrate K-pop dances.
I think the only thing I know is
The TT.
Ah, the TT.
I used to do, Likey. I used to do the Likey dance on stream quite a bit. I kind of forgot how to do it though.
Or
Oh my
the
God.
Bang bang bang. Big
Oh
bang.
yes. Wait, do you want to see the likey that Tyson did?
Oh.
I'll
K-pop dances.
Yeah, I'll show you in just 1 second.
Holding.
Holding. Pause.
Holding.
Wait for it.
In.
This was before we dated, by the way. Look at that's my fiance.
God.
Oh my
He's
god.
cosplaying as Rem.
As
Like
Rem.
he shaved his armpits, his
Wow,
arms,
that's
and
actual
legs
dedication.
for the actual cosplay.
I feel like I've seen way more Valorant players and streamers and like pro players in maid costumes more than I've seen actual maids.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
I mean, that's kind of a fun little, you know,
Yeah.
It just goes
view
to
on the
show
Valorant scene.
the Valorant community. Oh god.
Yeah.
Wilding out. When are you gonna be in a maid outfit? Have you been in a maid outfit before?
Have you?
Yes,
Oh,
I have.
definitely.
Oh my god,
Definitely.
I have.
You are
Oh,
part of that
100%.
demographic.
Oh my god, I am a thirst trap. I just
There you go.
damn, I just came to the realization. Holy shit.
You guys know about like the e-dating culture in Valorant?
Oh,
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, e-dating has always been kind of a thing,
Yeah.
but I think
It's
Valorant being more palatable to like just like it's easier to get into Valorant than it is to like League of Legends, right?
For sure.
And also, I think TikTok has done a big thing towards like kind of proliferating that kind of relationship / content.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I don't know. Like, okay, so one of like the person I duo with for the most part, his name is Ian. And he's like 16, turning 17, so he's still really, really young.
so young.
And like a lot of his friends, or like people within the Valorant community, they e-date, and we were making fun of them on stream. We were just putting them on blast. He was explaining to me like the whole concept of e-dating, like how they never really meet, and like it's just like there's a huge culture of it.
It's just really horny.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I just think
It's like underage Tinder is Valorant.
Yeah, no, I've seen like a lot of clips and I'm just like, no way there's doing this stuff on stream. Like, no way.
How
Yeah,
does
like-
it work exactly? Is it like they meet on Valorant and then they talk offline, or is it like they have like dating
there's
activities
literal
within the
Discord
game?
servers.
There's like planned like dates too, and it's like two completely like they're not really familiar with each other, and then they just like meet for the first time. There's a lot of like flirting and like, you know, like suggestive bantering and all this stuff, and then like half the time I hear like some random groans and moans, and I'm like,
Sorry,
Yeah,
what? Random?
yeah.
What? What kind?
Yeah.
In Valorant?
invalid.
Yeah.
Wait, they're meeting their characters in the game and doing this?
Yeah, like mid game, like they're playing actual games, but like they're on a Discord call together or something, and then they're just like, you know, doing their thing.
That's why I don't solo queue. It's a nightmare.
I'm not even kidding. Like, people over glorify Tyson and I's relationship in the Valorant scene. They're like, oh my god, they are the standard. I'm like, no, it's just a normal fucking relationship.
Okay, but like, I don't think you realize like how rare it is to just have like two like well-adjusted
God.
people
That is true.
that like video games, aren't weird, and have
Yeah.
healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, that's normal, but it's not common. So that's why you are like the standard.
Okay, I see it from your perspective, but like whenever people are like, I see like the trends of like, fuck Romeo and Juliet. I want what these bitches have. You know that? You know that?
Well,
like,
yeah, honestly, fuck what Romeo and Juliet had.
Yeah,
That was a
like,
horrible story.
that-
one of them died, and the other one is just
One,
Yeah.
what was it?
No, they
one killed
both
themselves-
died.
One
They
poisoned
both
themselves.
One thought that
killed
they were
themselves after.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed themselves, and then the other one woke up,
actual
Yeah.
disaster.
saw them dead, and then
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
themselves. But yeah, like that audio is like tied to so many videos of Tyson and I. I'm just like, I laugh. It's cute. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not bashing people for like loving
Liking
our
your
relationship
relationship.
or whatever. That like that's not it. It's cute, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know. It
No, I get it.
You
I feel
know?
like, yeah, it's like when people like kind of like you see yourself as like a really just normal relationship. It's like nice, and everyone's like, oh my god, like worship, idolize, like oop, smack the mic.
okay.
No,
yeah.
I do that. I just punch that shit.
yeah. He also like
Fucking assert
spits all
dominance.
over it. You can see right now.
Ew. Oh.
Hey, Isaiah, I'm gonna need you to reset this mic after I chuck it at Kyedae. What? I do see a lot of Tyson x Kyedae fan cams on TikTok, so maybe I am part of the problem. But it's like, you guys are just cute, and like knowing you guys in person and knowing that it's not just like a front, like you guys actually have that loving and healthy of a relationship. It's just nice to see.
That's
you
true.
know,
It
it's
is
nice to
really
see because
nice
like
to see.
I've seen some fucking absolute shit shows of relationships both before and after content creation, and like yeah, like I could see why a lot of people aspire to have like what you have, you know, like, oh my god, you
listen,
don't
I'm
get
not-
gaslit.
I'm not gonna name names, but there are that like are regularly on stream, and I'm just like, I don't understand if it's like an act or if they're actually like that, but it's just like it's so toxic,
Yeah.
and I don't know why people like watching it.
Oh.
Well, it's like drama. It's like reality TV, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, you've been in the scene for a long time, so I'm
Yeah.
sure you have a lot
Long
of stories.
time.
Yeah, a
Any
while.
spicy tea?
Oh my god, we're gonna
Any
put her on
people
blast?
that you hate?
People
name
that I'm
drop 'em.
just gonna
Name
I'm
drop them
name
right
dropping.
now.
Name drop 'em right now.
This
that's
fucking bitch, and then
wild.
no, don't worry, we'll bleep all the names. I already know a few people that you fucking hate, and you don't really hate a lot of people.
That's true. I'm not a big
Bleep
people
this out.
hater. What the? Wait, how?
I was told through the grapevine.
You were told? That's
Who the
insane.
I was
fuck
told
is
I was
that?
told the lore.
It's like such an ancient like thing. Yeah.
Some people are just like, some people are the epitome of like, the fucking audacity of this bitch. Like they
Yeah.
are epitomize that phrase.
I think there's literally less than 5 people that know the actual lore to that story.
I got the cliff notes of it, and I was like, dude,
The Spark Notes version.
honestly, fuck that. When I heard what happened, I immediately soft blocked them because like I don't want anything to do with them.
You're
Fuck
a
'em.
real one.
I got you. Yo, I have no reason to hate you, but if my homie hates you, I fucking hate you.
That's me. Yeah,
I'm
I
a
do the same
ride or
thing.
die.
No.
Yeah.
I'm petty like that too. Like if I see like a stupid, like the most, oh my god, Valorant term, brain dead like take on Twitter, and multiple people like it that like
yeah.
follow me, I block them all. And then there's people that are like, I don't know why Kyedae blocked me. And then like my mods will send. Okay, I shouldn't be saying all this.
No, say it. Say it.
My mods will send it to me, and then we'll start like they'll be like, what happened, Kyedae? And I'm like, oh, I probably just blocked them because they're stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
You know who does that a lot too?
What?
Jody.
Good shit.
Jody does not give a fuck. She's
Yeah.
like, if you cross me, we're donezo. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna
Yeah.
try
Yeah.
and like keep
No,
up appearances.
fair.
No,
Yeah, I'm just like, damn.
good shit.
Sometimes I like kind of just like leave them like, you know, like whatever. I'll stay in my zone, you stay in yours kind of deal. But Jody's like, fuck this bitch.
There's a few people in like the Valorant scene that are like even like verified people that I have blocked,
Yeah.
and they know that I don't like them
No, I
Yeah.
think
for good
like
reasons.
over the years, I've grown to care less about like that social pressure where you're just like, oh, you know, you're a creator, I'm a creator. It's like, if you follow me, should I follow you back? And I'm like, if I literally don't know you, or like I don't follow your content or know anything about you, like I don't feel the need to have to follow them. You know what I
Good.
mean?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. I don't feel like it should be like a follow for follow sort of thing. It's like
Yeah.
if you know we're like within the same like social group and like
Yeah.
circle and we do stuff together, like we have played games or you know like we've met in real life and
Yeah.
like have talked, then I think it's totally fine. But I don't feel like there should be this pressure.
Yeah, they're like
you said.
complete strangers, and you might know their name, and you're just like, yeah, but then like, do I really care to like? Not really. So
If they seem nice and my friends like them, then
Yeah.
like yeah, I'll probably like engage with them. But
Yeah.
like if you know, I'm not gonna do it purely because we're in the same
Yeah.
like scene, you know. And this has probably happened to you guys at some point, but like people that like follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow.
I
Oh,
have
yes.
seen that on the fucking
Yes.
verified tab, by
Yes.
the way.
it is the worst. I'm just like, I see, and I don't care. Go away.
Dude, one time I followed someone back because like, please just stop. And then somehow they came up on my like page again. I like checked their Twitter
Did they
page.
unfollow
They
you?
unfollowed me, and I'm like, it's about to go down. Like I'm gonna fuck. You followed me like for 2 weeks, and I finally throw you the follow, and you unfollow me back. It's going down. I actually blocked that person. Fuck that person. But
Good for you.
I feel like it doesn't really happen on Twitter that much anymore for me, at least. But it happens on TikTok now. Actually,
You keep tab of TikTok?
no, like what is it? I don't know how to explain it.
He's slowly moving out of his boomerism.
No, it's because people will show up on my For You page,
Yeah.
and it'll say follows you, right? And then like sometimes I watch a TikTok, so their TikToks will like pop up from time to time on my For You page, but it'll go from like follows you, and then next time I see it, doesn't follow me anymore. Follows you again, doesn't follow me anymore. So it's like I'm not even trying to keep up with it, but like when I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So and they're all Valorant TikTokers, every single one of them. I'm like, bro, I'm not even known for Valorant. Like, what do you want from me, bro? I'm just old. So yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had that thing happen on like Twitter where it's like they're completely like normal like acquaintance or whatever, and they've never posted anything like crazy, and then all of a sudden they just start retweeting a bunch of like really horny things.
Yes.
And then like I have to mute them or unfollow them, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
I don't know what to do about you.
There's a turn off retweet option now. I learned that like a few months ago. You could turn off retweets
Wait,
because
Wait, that's
genius.
actually insanely
Yeah.
cool
Yes.
because Tyson follows like a few artists and
Yes.
some of them are very
Spammy.
Yes.
spammy but also sussy with
Ah,
what they
yeah.
like. I remember he was like showing me something and then he scrolled and then it was like just thighs. And I was like,
Juicy thighs.
I was like, whoa, what is this, Tyson? And he's like, oh, it's just the, you know, it's the artist that I follow that retweet stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I want to see. But it's
Yeah.
so funny.
I got caught lacking by my girlfriend, but it wasn't my fault. I was just scrolling through my Twitter feed and then just fucking
ass?
just exposed like vulva and titties, and then I was just like,
holy.
and she was like, "Whoa, what's that?" I'm like, I don't like. I instinctively hit it, even though I wasn't even actively trying to engage with such said
my
content.
God, you're just like-
But yeah, of course, it was like a cosplayer friend that retweeted like what is essentially porn or like someone's OnlyFans
God.
page, and I'm like, so babe, I follow some content creators that do be engaged in the horniness a little bit on the timeline, a little recklessly. And so yeah, I had to turn off retweets for like a lot of artists and cosplayers.
I need to find that option now. I didn't even
Yeah,
know it
it's
was a
re-
thing.
Yeah, I did not
It's
know.
like if you know like the three dots.
The three dots,
When
yeah.
you click on that, it's one of the options.
That's
I don't know
actually
how long it's been there for, but like it's an option, and I
Hey.
use it religiously.
Kind
Okay.
of like the same thing. I'm gonna put one of my close friends on blast here, but Asuna, Peter, like on 100 Thieves on the Valorant team, he likes a lot of girls' photos, and they continuously pop up on my feed. But I'm not complaining.
Pretty
That's
girls. We like pretty girls.
I I messaged him once, and I was like, "Oh my god, you know people can fucking see what you like, right?" And he's like, "I know, it's a part of my brand."
I feel really bad because early on in Twitter, before I understood how like the algorithm and the page worked,
Yeah.
one of my friends replied with a photo of Ridley from Metroid Prime. He looks like a purple dinosaur alien thing, like
Okay.
like a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
but he had a massive cock. Like honestly, the size of the cock was almost bigger than Ridley's entire body.
Wait, is that kind of like the same thing that people do with like the Thanos? Like
Yes,
the Thanos
yes,
with the big
yes,
cock?
yes.
I love
But
that
it was,
photo. I'm
this
sorry.
time it was Ridley with a cock.
Oh my god.
Also purple
Wow.
character. And I liked it because I thought it was funny. And then I actually learned that day that a ton of my content creator friends muted me because like they're like, what the fuck? If this is the type of shit that's gonna pop up on my page if I follow Peter, then I have to mute his ass. So I felt so fucking bad. So like I think over time some people have like unmuted me because like I've become way more discreet with like that sort of shit. But I still think I want to say that there's a lot of people that still have me like muted because like, you know, they don't know if they're going to see another Ridley cock. So
Yeah.
that's
That's
my
another-
bad again. Sorry. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's some fun Twitter algorithm stuff. But
Giant purple clocks.
yes, giant purple clocks.
Clocks.
Clocks?
Clocks.
Yes.
Oh.
Clocks.
TikTok clock.
Oh. Wait, is that why it's called TikTok? Does it have to do with clocks?
No.
The actual meaning by it, like that's the first thing I thought when I heard it, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'll
I thought you
check
were
it
about
out.
to, I thought you were about to
TikTok,
drop a knowledge
maybe-
bomb on why
I-
it's called
I-
TikTok.
Or maybe it's
TikTok
just,
is
like,
wasting
Like
your
the time?
time.
Oh,
The
I
time
see.
is ticking.
Yeah.
Look at how much time you've wasted, TikTok.
Or maybe because it's like so fast and it's just like every time that the clock ticks, you're just like swiping.
Oh, fair.
Oh my god, TikTok has fucking ruined my attention span.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I can't sit and watch a whole YouTube video anymore.
Oh.
Like, even like when it's like a 2-minute TikTok, I'm like, bitch, I don't have time
It's
for this.
so long.
I
right?
scrub
What?
through it. You know, at the bottom you can scrub through it.
I know, but like sometimes it's like a long story and it's like scrubbing through
You
it kind of
need
like
to
you miss
listen
the
to the whole
context.
thing.
But like, yeah, someone sends me like a 10-minute video on YouTube. I'm like, bitch, you think I'm gonna watch a 10-minute video?
That's
You're
my mom.
crazy. You're insane.
My mom is so cute. She emails me videos
Aw,
and
That's
she
cute. That is
emails
so
me
cute.
tweets. And she's like, please read this or please watch this. Or like she sends me articles of like me
That's really
and
cute.
stuff. And
Cute.
she's like, oh my god, look, you're in the article.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so cute
adorable.
though.
That's
I love my
actually
mom.
adorable.
I love my mom. Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
love my
miss
mom
her.
too. I fucking love my mom.
Fuck. Like, I just want to give them, like, the whole world. You know what I mean? Like, I just paid for my mom's, like, dinner for her birthday because I wasn't able to be in Canada. And then I just paid for a spa. And, like, it's way out of, like, what my parents would normally, like, get for themselves, right? And my mom felt really uncomfortable accepting the money for me to, like, have her book it.
Yeah.
But I just made my dad do it instead. He's like, no, we're going. Because, like, she's declined so many things that, like, I've personally wanted to book for her and, like, my dad. And so my dad was like, fuck it. Stop asking your mom. Just let me do it and I'll book
Nice.
it.
And then he
Go,
gets the
Dad.
credit and then nice.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
like this. But, yeah, no, I love them. I love
Yeah.
my parents.
Same. My mom is like also, well, at first she was like, no, I can't accept this. And now she's like, oh, thank you so much. That was so nice. I'm like, honestly, I
Yeah.
prefer it. Like, gotta always
Me
support
too.
your number one fans, you know?
No, I agree. Like,
yeah. I'm the same with my parents where it's just like they're super old school, so they don't want to like receive anything from me. And it's just like, but they're also the type they're like wearing the same pair of shoes for like a billion years until they're like so worn out. And I'm like, please let me buy you new pairs of shoes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they're just like, fine, I guess. And I'm like, but yeah, it's like so difficult to get them to like just like accept money from me or like gifts or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like another era. Like our parents struggled, you know?
Yeah.
Or like a lot of our parents really fucking
My-
struggled to
my
like
mom
get to
did.
where they were.
Yeah.
Where like provide for their families, you know? So like the idea of like spending money on shoes when like their shoes work perfectly.
Yeah,
Even though it's
exactly.
like more just like slabs of leather that are falling apart than shoes anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get that. My parents or my mom was very much the same way.
When I was growing up, my mom would always, so I was like a little bit picky with my eating habits, and then she would always say like, God, you guys are so lucky. When I was growing up, I had meat once a week and you get meat every day. And they're like, eat your food.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they hit you with the starving children in X or Y country?
oh, yeah, that's what my dad used to do. And then at one point, like, I remember seeing, like, it on, like, the internet or something. But it was, like, a comeback, like, oh, why don't you just send my food over there then? And he got so fucking pissed at
Yeah,
me.
talking back to your parents, man, that's a paddling.
Yeah, that's
True.
That's a paddling.
I don't know. But yeah, I definitely have a soft spot for my parents. Like, my mom especially, like she, like her Japanese side of the family grew up like really, really rich, but when she moved over to Canada, she like restarted everything, right? Like it was a new language for her. She worked like multiple minimum wage jobs, and like she was providing for me and my little sister at the same time, and just like navigating that, I couldn't imagine how difficult it was for her. And like also, oh my god, I don't want to cry, but like the racism that like
yeah.
the parents
Yeah.
endure, like from coming from a different country, is just like disgusting. Like
the xenophobia. Yeah.
it's absolutely like horrendous to me, and like it makes my blood boil. I remember one time I was with my mom while she was making a reservation for a restaurant, and like I can clearly understand it because of course like I'm used to her accent, but like it wasn't that difficult to understand even coming from like an outside perspective. And they were like making her feel like shit to the point where she had to hand over the phone to me to just make the reservation, and she looked so sad. And like stuff like that, I just feel like people need to be more understanding. And like I don't know.
That actually reminds me of, it's crazy because I think like growing up I faced like bits and pieces of like, you know, racist like comments and stuff, but
Yeah.
I actually somewhat recently, I would say like 2 years ago, which is feels recent to me, like something so I was in an elevator and there was a lady and her daughter, they came in, and then the mom was like, something smells like dog in here. And then it was just me and the mom and the daughter, right? And then I was just like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then the daughter was like, yeah, I smell it. Like, what is it, mommy? And then the mom was like, looking, like giving me like glares. And I'm
Wow.
like, you're joking, right? In this day and age, there's no way this is actually happening right now. So then they ended up just like getting off the elevator. And then afterwards, I was just like, man, I should have said something. But I just kind of like held off.
Like you don't want to make a
Yeah,
scene.
I didn't want to make a scene or drama about it, but I was just like, afterwards, I was so mad at myself for not like saying something.
Yeah.
It's one of those times where like you're in the shower and you're like, fuck. Came
Yeah.
up with like the perfect
I was just
comeback.
like,
Yeah.
I should have.
The dog was you, bitch. Damn, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then I think it's also because like she had a young like
Yeah, it's like you don't want to
Yeah,
like
for
traumatize
sure.
the kid. And
I didn't
also,
want to
yeah.
like
Nah,
yeah,
fuck
cause a
kids.
scene.
Just kidding.
No, it's like to be fair though, like
You're
if
better
you
than what I would
if
be.
you freaked out on them, the kid would only see
Yeah.
this like person freaking
Yeah.
out, and their mom would be like, "See, I told you those Asian people be crazy," you know. So
It's nuts.
It's
I
like a
was just I can't
lose-lose.
believe it. Yeah.
For sure. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I definitely got like there was like a. It felt like there was like an uptick of like anti-Asian sentiment, especially because of, like COVID.
Oh my god, yeah.
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 That's another thing too. Holy shit. I don't know if you want to touch on it, but
Oh,
I
no,
got
no,
some
go ahead.
I got some nasty ass comments, especially during like COVID time, like when I was streaming. People were like, "You Asians fucking caused COVID. Look what you've done."
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, "What?" I don't know. It's
Crazy.
people are stupid. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's true. It's like they
Mm-hmm.
just say the most outlandish. Yeah, I am personally responsible for a fucking pandemic that
Me.
swept across the globe.
Yeah,
you know?
us.
Patient zero. That's me.
Yeah.
Or just like the casual racism. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like especially growing up, like where I'm like half, it's like I've touched base on this before, but it's like you don't feel like you necessarily fit in on either side.
Yeah.
Right? But I remember like I was always very in tune with like my Asian side, and I was always super, super proud. But like my sister on the other hand, you know, was like had a lot of like white friends, and she tried to like fit in, I guess, right? To the point where she wanted to change her Japanese name, like Sakura, to like Shakira or something.
Oh my
I
gosh,
can't.
that's such a pretty name.
Yeah, but like it just like made me really, really sad, and like it got to the point where people would make comments like, "Oh, do you eat dog?" And then like at one point she just stopped like trying to like stand up for it, and she would just laugh with them about it. But like shit like that, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
like it's not funny. It's like overused as shit. Like
Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
get it. They think they're being clever when they make the fucking dog eating comments.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm sure like all
It's
of us
so
to some
overused,
degree
too.
still get the dog eating
Yep.
comments
Yeah.
or like
All
the
the time.
slanty eyed or like whatever.
Yep. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I actually had a lot of like self-hatred towards like my Asian Korean identity growing up, just because I never felt like I fit in with other Korean people or like other Asian people in general, like especially like in like Korean school or like with the Korean kids at school as well. Like I don't know if I touched on it for this podcast, but there were these two kids, Adam and Bruce, in my elementary school that would only let me be friends with them if I passed their StarCraft quiz.
Oh, yeah, you
my
told me.
Yeah.
God.
So like
You did.
shit like that made me just like, yo,
Yeah.
being Korean fucking sucks. And like, you know, also the very like common story of like bringing food that your mom cooked for you and like,
Yes.
ugh, what's that smell? And being like teased for it and shit. Like it's
Yeah.
like so common, you know?
Yes.
So like, but not bringing Korean food's like super trendy, Tracy, whatever. Like, you know, like
Dude, times have changed.
they have changed. Games, anime, you know?
Anime, especially, man. I remember I used to get picked on, even in high school, when it wasn't like completely mainstream. And I remember I was at a party one time, and it was lame as fuck. Like there were a lot of people there. Like they were like making it seem like it was like the coolest thing. So I decided I was like, fuck, like you know, I'm in my senior year, might as well like go out at least once. And I literally said in the middle of the party, I was like, fuck this is so lame, I'm gonna go watch anime at home. And I left. And then like I started a trend of where everyone just left with me. I was like, I'm not,
Let's
Damn.
go.
What was the hot anime during that time?
I can't remember, honestly. I think it was like, I can't remember, I don't think it was Attack on Titan. It might have
If
been.
you say
Attack on Titan.
Oh no.
What?
It's not even over yet.
It's so. No, nothing.
Oh, actually, I guess technically One Piece is still going on somehow.
Yeah, but it's like it's more about when it first came out. You know what I mean?
Wait, did One Piece start before you were born?
2001? I don't know.
I think it did.
I don't know.
Or maybe
I
it's like
actually
maybe it
never-
was like around the same time. I want to say. I
Are
remember
you specifically the manga or the
the manga.
anime?
I remember reading the Shonen Jump in middle
Ooh.
school.
Shonen Jump. Yes.
Yeah.
It was in Shonen Jump. Yeah.
Gosh, Shonen Jump. I miss that shit. I always would look forward to like checking my mailbox to see that massive thick
Thick
Dude,
book.
manga book.
I was spoiled because like my parents had a convenience store and they had a magazine section. So every time they got a new thing, I would just sit there at the section. I'd be like reading the
Oh
manga.
my god, I love
Or like
So-
taking those like silly little like quizzes.
1997, July 22nd, the first.
Damn.
That's
Yeah,
before you
before
were
my
born,
time.
right? That makes sense. Because I
Would
was
you-
pretty
yeah.
young when like I was reading it and stuff.
But One Piece isn't like a boomer thing, right? Like it's still
No.
pretty hip with the kids.
It is. Like
No,
a lot
it
of my
is. Yeah.
friends love like One Piece.
I think it's because it's ongoing. Like
Yeah.
it's so freaking long.
I need to read it.
What
eventually.
anime was it where they said no, it was One Piece. Where the actual like illustrator and writer said that every single episode leading up to what they're gonna start is all just filler.
Oh
Yes,
Yeah,
I heard.
I remember.
Someone just told me that One Piece finally started.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
Like what is the point?
After like 10 plus years, it's time to start One Piece now, guys.
yeah,
now
I
is
heard
the
like
time.
the
20
actual story.
plus.
The actual story
Almost
starts
30.
now.
Oh yeah, that's true. 20.
I'm
plus
like,
years.
brother, what?
Oh my god,
Just crazy.
one heck of a filler.
Not for me. Oh god.
Yeah, that's just too much. That's too much.
That is too
lot.
much.
It's way too fucking much. Do you guys ever go to like a bookstore and like read manga? Like just sit there and read manga? I was one of those degenerates.
I just
No.
bought them.
I watched. a lot of stuff.
Damn, Miss
No,
Moneybags
no, no, no,
over
no, no, no,
here.
no, no.
Sorry,
Bought
I
them.
just bought the books
No,
and brought
no,
them home.
no.
What a crazy. Sorry, I was just at the Borders when those still existed,
Oh my
and like
God. Oh my
I,
God.
I would just read manga in the manga section. I felt so. I was such a stupid. I was so inconsiderate to the workers now that I think back on it. Like, cause I would just have a big ass pile
Oh,
of
you'd,
manga,
Like, have a whole bunch of stuff.
and I would just leave it there.
How much is manga here?
I think it's like between $9 to 10, like $8 to $10, $8 to 12. When
Depends on how thick as well.
I think like a
In Japan, it's like 500 yen. So it's
That's
like
really
less
cheap,
than
no?
$5.
It also depends
USD.
where you buy it too. I know Borders. I know Barnes and Noble is pretty expensive, so it can get like $14.99.
Holy
depending on-
shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it's expensive for you guys. But like in Japan, when I was over there and I would like read like Shingeki no Kyojin, like Attack on Titan, it'd just be like just a $5 coin. I'd just give it
Wow.
to them and I'd take it and go home.
all right. Next time you go to Japan, please take me. Thanks. Show me all the cool spots.
Just
I'll
come
show
back
you.
with an entire suitcase of manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Buy it up.
the funny thing is that the manga would come out before they actually like transcribed it into English. So I would read it to my
That's
friends.
fair. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
Dude.
kind of cute.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh my god, wait, is there like what is there anything like really really
that's
important?"
so
I'd read the
cute.
whole thing and then I'd bring it to school and then I'd show them and then I'd translate it for them.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Knowing you though, and like what you told me about your younger self, I would think that you would like prank the shit out of them and like give them like false like plot lines,
Oh my
No.
God,
or just
that'd
straight
be
up
so
spoil
funny.
it for them.
Oh my god.
Just like make up a completely new story in the translations.
Yeah, and they're just like, what the fuck? Naruto doesn't die. This is bullshit.
Wait, what do you mean they don't get together?
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that, but I've thought about it.
Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
I feel like you were definitely.
Devious Kyedae.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely act on your or intrusive thoughts more than most people.
For sure.
Scares me a little bit. Yeah. Do you engage with K-dramas at all?
Yeah, I'm actually watching. I'm just starting a new K drama. Like
one?
now, it's called. I think it's Little Woman.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a new one.
I
I'm
don't know
really
if you
really
know this.
The
excited.
first 2 episodes.
Wendy has basically seen every K-drama worth watching.
I'm also
I
gonna
would
start
say
watching Business Proposal,
That's a
Crash
good
Landing
one.
on You.
That's a good one.
That's a good one too. Okay, good. Because my favorite is Strong Girl Bongsun.
That's a good one.
Oh my god. Da 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 da.
It's cute,
Oh my god, it's so good. It was like
That's a good one.
I think it was like one of the intros into like K drama for me, and I love the soundtrack. It is so much like fan service, but not in like a weird like lewd and like over sexualized way.
Yeah.
It's just like the perfect amount, and I feel like Korea just does it so well.
No, yeah. They really, honestly, like, I think I've been watching K-dramas for like 15 plus years.
Oh my god.
And it's like on the same level as anime for me. Well, actually, I was really into anime for a while, and then I got into K-dramas and I kind of dropped the ball on anime. So like I know a lot of the really old school animes, and then I just like kind of stopped, and then like I'm just so into K-dramas, and I think I watched like every concurrent one every single year and more.
Holy shit.
It's actually very common in our friend group that people mistake Wendy as a Korean person. It's like just like it's almost like a running joke,
No,
but it's not
it
a
is.
joke. Like people
It
straight
is.
up think she's Korean
Yeah.
because she speaks Korean
Yeah.
and
Oh,
she
shit,
she
really?
is engaged
Yes.
also to a Korean man. His name is Abe.
That is true.
Yep.
And yeah, she just like engages a lot with the culture. So I was like, oh yeah, Wendy's Korean, and they're like, Peter, actually.
Actually, Peter, I don't know what to tell you, but the funniest was when Scar like legitimately like he said it with a full chest. He's like, "Oh, yeah, when he's Korean," and I'm like, "Scar, are you joking or like did you not?" No, he's like, "No, you're Korean, right?" And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "I'm Chinese," and he's like, "You're Chinese?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
It's like shocking.
yeah. Like
my
I mean,
God.
Anita also not Korean, but speaks Korean and like loves Korean like culture.
K-pop
Yeah.
and stuff,
And
yeah.
yeah, you know, I think I talked about this briefly before, but like, yeah, we were in Korea recently, and people would turn to me because I look very Korean. They would try to speak to me in Korean, and I'd be like,
Stutter,
한국말 잘 못해요, and then Anita would like step in because she like studied Korean for 2 years at USC, so like
Yeah.
she's actually useful in like my
Yeah.
stupid rotted brain.
Don't say that. I actually really want to pick up on a new language, but I have so much shit going on, so I can't. But Korean would be like the go-to.
You
'cause,
already
like,
know
Korean's
too.
fun.
That's so impressive to me. Like I didn't know when we first met that I didn't know that English was your second language.
yeah, English is my second language. Japanese is my first.
Like that's so impressive.
Yeah, people
because-
are like, "What? You don't have an accent? That doesn't make any sense. You're lying." And I'm like,
yeah, that was
what
me.
are you?"
I was like, this bitch is lying for sure.
The
She's fucking
first
capping.
time I heard you speak, or the first time I heard you speaking Japanese was I was getting clickbaited on YouTube, and it was like Kyedae is speaking in Japanese, playing on Japanese servers or something, and then it was like really wholesome and cute.
yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, oh, she does speak Japanese, and I was always curious because your name is Kyedae, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if you speak it or not, because I always just hear you speak English, right? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay.
I really like your tone when you speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a completely different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a different personality.
That's yeah.
When I speak in
Fair.
Japanese, I'm a lot kinder and nicer because that's just like
part of
the
the culture.
the
Oh, you're
culture.
kinder and nice. Can you
Yeah.
say, Peter, you are so cool
No.
in Japanese?
No.
Okay, can you say, Wendy, you are so cool?
ウェンディはめっちゃかっこいい。
ありがとう。
Yeah.
I resent you.
I hate you. I'm just kidding.
Clip.
This is not gonna work out
I
for
need to
us.
clip
I'm
this.
sorry, dude.
Okay,
It's just not
I'm
gonna
just
work
gonna
out. Me and
preface-
Kyedae are not on speaking terms anymore.
Wait.
We don't hate each other actually.
Wait, Peter.
Like, we're
so
good
are you?
friends.
So you can speak a little bit of Korean, or are you-
Very little. I have a very strong
just
American, hell yeah, brother
American.
accent. Like when Korean people hear me speak Korean, they're like, oh yeah, you could definitely hear the gaijin in you.
So you
Gaijin.
wouldn't consider yourself bilingual?
No, I would not. I mean, I would
So
say
you're the
I
only
speak
one here.
Korean.
안녕하세요.
So you're the
제이름은
only one here, okay.
카이데이입니다.
Oh, that's a really good
Dude,
accent.
she sounds more Korean than I do. I just remember I said
yes,
subak
I
once,
agree.
like watermelon, and they're like, he said subak. And I'm like, and I was like, never speaking Korean again. Dude, Korean kids in Korean school are ruthless.
No,
man.
they are.
They
They
are
really are.
rude. No, but that's also the same thing with my mom when my dad tried to learn. Like my mom would like know Japanese. Like she would nitpick at every single thing, so he couldn't even like learn like the basic shit because she would be like, "You're not pronouncing it correctly," right? So I completely like can empathize with you on that.
So when your parents met, were they like attracted to each other before they like were able to break the language barrier? Was there just like
So no, my mom actually spoke like pretty decent English.
Okay.
She was over in Canada, I believe for culinary school because that's what she was doing. She was like traveling, like she was in
That's so cool.
France for a bit, and then she went to Canada for whatever reason.
for the poutine?
yeah, the
poutine.
poutine.
The poutine.
The
And the beaver
poutine.
tails.
Yeah, beaver. Oh my god, I've actually never even had a beaver tail before.
Really?
What's a
Taken
beaver
at,
tail?
like some kind of theme park.
No.
What's a beaver tail?
It's like a really flat donut pastry.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then you put like cinnamon and like sugar and whatever the heck you want on it. Honestly,
sounds like a
Caramel
flat churro.
drizzle or anything. Yeah, kind of.
Basically, yeah.
It's similar. It's kind of
Okay.
like the theme park food.
what are some other Canadian treats I'm missing? Dude, we had 2 Canadian guests in a row. No, I think about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
True.
Canadian represent.
Y'all taking over.
Canada.
I love Canada.
Wait, can you say bag?
Bag.
Totally fucking normal.
Huh?
She said bag, not bag.
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 Wait,
No,
she,
now-
Oh fuck!
now
No, she's
you-
playing it out. She's playing it out, right? Does she sound?
She was in the zone, and then it went back to normal.
No, I think you know what it
Bag.
is. You know what it is. So it's like I've been hanging out with so many like friends who are in America.
America, where
Yeah.
we speak good English.
No, so like I always get picked
Kikona.
on. I always
Hell
get
yeah.
picked on the way I say out.
Out.
Out. Yeah.
I was
Out.
like, out.
I
Out.
think
About.
I think it's like it's my accent slips out when I'm just talking casually.
Yeah, I'm
But
the
if
same.
I'm like if you're like making a note of it, obviously like I'm gonna like say it a little
Oh,
bit more.
Yeah.
I
you
see,
know what I
I
mean?
see, I see.
But if I'm just talking casual, you might catch it sometimes where you're just like, oh, she's saying it like a little weird, you know?
Well, I don't think it's okay. As much as I tease, I actually quite like how Canadian people speak, though.
Okay.
Like it's just like it's kind of nice. It's like quirky, you know. So
Shut the fuck
they're so
up.
quirky.
Quirky?
They're so quirky.
Okay,
oh my
man.
god, what, a bit?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
whatever. But what was it again? Oh yeah, okay. So the time that I figured out like I do have like an accent and a lot of people catch up on is when I say about.
Yeah, about.
Yeah. Basically, don't you dare laugh.
that particular light is just really cool, and I'm not trying
It
to
is
stop
making
myself from
you
laughing.
laugh.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, so when I had to do the voice acting for Chloe for 88 Rising, they were like, there's elements of Canadian in her because she can't pronounce
Please
these
remove
words
the
correctly.
Canadian out of this sentence.
Yeah, about, I had to say it like multiple times, like about. I had to really enunciate instead of about,
About.
Say
like how I
ow.
normally.
Ow.
Like
Yeah,
you got hurt.
about. They were like, we gotta do it again. They're like, the Canadian is shining through.
It's like a bout, like between two people. If you
I
think about
want
it
to
that
be
way.
a voice actor for a Valorant agent so
my
bad. If
God.
they have a Canadian one, I will do it.
The Canadian.
I will fucking
a Canadian.
about-
There's no Canadian agent, right?
No.
There's like 2 Americans,
Two
Viper
American.
and Brim.
Viper and Brim, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to be. I just want to voice act so bad.
Voice acting's fun.
I
Yeah.
really feel like they should have announcer packs for like content
That is
creators.
so
you know?
funny.
Announcer pass would be so good.
Like
my God.
imagine like Kyedae, you hear Kyedae's voice going, "Holy shit, you're cracked!" when you get into Ace. You know?
Yes.
It's like I love that about Dota too. Dude. Oh god. Okay. Unsubscribe.
You are fucking insane.
Oh, when you whiffs, like, oh, that was dog shit.
Yeah, you're fucking
You're
suck.
brain dead.
You're so shit.
I want Kyedae Japanese voice pack.
Oh fuck.
Oh my God.
People would pay big
I would
bucks.
pay for that.
Can you
I
say
need
Asu with in your native
Nate.
tongue?
Ace.
Perfect.
So cute.
$100 pack right
It
there.
sounds. Dude.
I'll pay for it. Give me the money.
Dude,
I
yeah.
mean, give me the pack. I'll pay the money.
Give me the money to buy the pack.
Give me the
I would also buy like a Masayoshi pack where
Oh,
like
yeah.
you ace and he goes, "Hee-haw-haw." He just does like John noises.
Animal noise.
Yeah.
John pack.
I would
That would
love
be
that.
amazing.
John
Yeah. No, that would be great. I would love it if we could just do it ourselves somehow. Like, imagine if you could like
Oh, you can
upload
just,
custom
like,
voice lines for
change
yourself.
That'd
the
be so
files
sick.
Oh
Sick.
man,
the
that's
thing.
that's a route to a dark place.
I know,
Yeah.
true.
It reminds me of the
true.
CS:GO
Oh, shit.
stuff, the sprays you were talking about, but imagine with voice lines.
Yeah, but what if it's just for it only changes it for you? You know what
Oh,
I mean?
okay, yeah.
Well, it used to be possible, like, for you only, like, in League.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do see some like the custom game stuff where like
Yeah.
they have like I saw Shrek in League of Legends once and I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. They
Really?
would like just fuck around with like the source
Shrek, like,
code and then they would
waddling
just like
in,
give
walking
skins.
in.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think it was like Shrek Gragas skin if I
Fuck.
remember correctly.
Guess I'm gonna have to start playing League now.
Oh, God, don't get into it.
No, I'm not going
Dude,
to. Everyone
League.
told me don't get into League.
I think League of Legends is the biggest ratio like off ratio for how much money I spend on a game versus how much I actually play it. Like Genshin Impact, I actually do.
How much have you spent on Genshin? Like, in all honesty.
I think like over $20,000.
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. That's
To be fair, over half of that was spent on my community. So I would log into their accounts
Oh,
and
roll
then
for
just
them?
roll for them.
That's cute.
And
That's
then
so
like I think a lot of Genshin creators normally they'll just roll for them, but then they don't actually spend the money. But like
okay.
for me, like I actually like would link my PayPal and then like do
Aw,
that.
okay.
So
that's so sweet
Yeah,
of you.
that is really nice.
Right
really-
off, Pog.
yeah, I'm really hoping that I remember to unlink all the PayPals.
Oh, they're just secretly like using your PayPal
It's
to
like,
pay
damn,
for all
did I
this.
really spend $40,000 in Spain? That's kind of crazy.
My moderators, I did the same thing. Like, I normally just send them money for PayPal to buy skins, like bundles and
That's
stuff.
so cute.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're all really, really great. But I think my PayPal's linked to a few of their accounts, but they haven't done it.
But they're your
They're
mods,
good.
so
Yeah,
like you would know.
they're nice.
Like for me, I'm like linking to like I don't know who the fuck you are. You started following me 3
different
months ago,
viewers.
but like you won the giveaway, so here's my
Nice.
money. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It feels nice to buy stuff for people.
Yeah.
I think that's like the best way to spend money in general.
One of my love languages is definitely gift giving, and so like I go over the top where I spend so much money. Like so my birthday's December 1st, right?
Mhm.
And like before like this job, and I was able to like actually like how should I word this? Pay for shit basically, right? I would save all my money that I got for my birthday, and then I'd spend it all on Christmas presents for other people.
Aww.
That's so
That's what I
What the
did.
heck?
Yeah.
December 1st is her birthday, guys. Do you have a PO
1st.
box?
December
Everyone put it in.
2nd.
You don't have a PO box?
December 2nd.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Holy
Yeah.
shit! What?
Let's go.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm gonna probably open one up
You should
soon.
get one. Like,
Yeah.
You should
When
get
I
one
when I
soon.
get a car, I will.
Wait, I feel like you should get one now
True, because it's your birthday's
because your
coming
birthday's coming up,
up in a few months.
and like I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying
I
her
don't like
birthday's
asking
December
for
1st.
stuff.
No, I mean like the nice thing is like when people like just write letters.
I love letters
Yes,
so
letters and
much.
cards.
When people-
Letters mean them.
like the number one thing I love to get is fan art
Mm-hmm.
and letters.
Yes,
Yes.
fan art. I love fan art
I
too.
love fan art.
I remember. Okay, so I'll touch base on like my Philippines trip that I had, but I did like a meet and greet, and like all of like the fan art and like the letters and like the gifts that they gave me were like so heartfelt. Like I have like this whole crisis thing. Like I don't talk about it often, but I definitely had a lot of help with this job and like getting the exposure. So I don't feel like it was as hard earned as like a lot of other people within the scene. And, you know, I get a lot of nasty comments talking about it. Or like I did when I first started, like, oh, Ten's made you, like you're just Ten's girlfriend or whatever, right? But that was like my first ever meet and greet was in the Philippines. And all of like the letters and like the kind heartfelt messages and like how I've like positively like impacted them and like their lives during COVID and whatnot. It like I actually like broke down and started crying because I was like, I don't know. There aren't like many times where you're reminded of like the impact that you have. Because for me, it's really difficult because it's like this job, especially, it's not like a face-to-face connection. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's very like you're reading your chat, but you don't always get to meet the people that you're helping.
Putting
So
a
it's really
face to the numbers is like definitely like gives you that wow factor.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, it's not just like robots watching me. It's like these are real actual people.
Yeah, I think like just speaking from personal experience because it's like I started a lot of like content creation in like 2013,
Yeah.
which is like 9 years now, or more, almost 10 in like April.
Holy shit.
And
We got 2 OGs on today.
yeah, no, Jen and I started like
2013
around
was
the same
almost 10
time.
years
Yeah,
ago.
and then,
oh my god.
like I think initially when I started, obviously like it was a lot less saturated.
Yeah.
And there was like way less people, like the max viewership was obviously like way lower, but I remember like I would stream years and years and years to just like, you know, a couple hundred viewers, which were still really like meaningful to me. But I think it's like a lot of like their kind messages or like little like cards and like letters that like really keep me like motivated and going. It's just knowing that you being you is still like helping someone out there is just like really, really motivating for me. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's meaningful. And it's like I have subs that are like they have been subbing to me for the past 8-9 years. Like the entire time. Like
Wow.
100-something months, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
The
I
real
love
ones.
that.
Yeah, the real ones.
Yeah, the OGs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still have like my OGs from only 2. I've only been streaming for less than 2 years, so like I'm still a newbie.
No, but it's
But,
still
like-
crazy to know that people come back after,
Yeah.
like seeing like a 48-month sub or something
Yeah.
like that. It's just like, that is
awesome.
so
It's so
long,
long.
you know? That's crazy. Like, I don't know if there's any streamers that like I have followed for that long that like
Mm-hmm.
aren't my friends, you know?
Yeah.
So it's wild.
No, for sure. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been streaming, so like my longest sub right now is almost like 24 months coming up. That's great.
Dude, I always flex that I'm one of Janet's founders.
Oh wait, you have a founder badge?
Yeah, I have
Oh
a
my,
founder
I'm telling
badge.
you, founder badges. Like whenever I see them, I'm
It's
like,
such a
OG,
flex.
OG.
Yeah, you're like you were there from day
Yes.
one. Like when I first got that like sub button, and they were just there. They're like the first like 20 or 10 people,
yeah,
whatever.
it
All
was
my
the
founders
first
are dead.
10. Oh my
I saw
god.
to it.
Didn't they do that thing where they're
Okay.
like slowly removing them and then?
Oh,
like,
so yeah,
moving
they
it up?
they
What?
could like you could like
Yeah.
phase out founders that like
Yeah,
are
so
not
you can like
inactive on
they'd
Twitch.
never come on. Then you can kind of like push it to like the next few
okay,
people.
you know what? I actually think that's cool.
It's
Yeah.
kind of nice because like
Yeah.
I do like a lot of my founders are some of my IRL friends
Yeah.
that never watch Twitch anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah, it would be nice to
Yeah.
kind of like reward a community member who's been around
Yeah.
for that long. So
Yeah, I am also. Oh my god, what's really funny? A lot of my tier 2s and tier 3 subs are women. Majority
I
of
love
them are.
that.
They are like my sugar mommies. Actually,
I love.
they
that.
gift me so many subs, and they're always like, "Girl, treat yourself."
I love that. That's so.
You
Shout
actually-
out to Honey.
I feel like you came to Twitch at a very good time
Yes.
for like that.
Yes.
Because I think prior to COVID, I think it's still a bit of a boys club
Mm-hmm.
on Twitch, but like the female viewership on Twitch skyrocketed
Yes.
over COVID. Like actually.
Boomed.
It's great.
So
sure.
like we love women.
Honestly, I love my women viewers. They are like so fucking kind. Like, I don't know, like it's so nice talking about something and like, okay, so I know I have a lot of like male viewers, of course. Like it's still predominantly like
Ugh,
male dominated.
The male gaze.
Like as much as I hate to say it, it's true.
Disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and like, but I'll sometimes talk about like a new lip product I'm using or something, and I'm like, I'm so sorry if I'm boring you guys. And then there's a flood of women that are like, no, I love this, I love this, I love this, and like it just shows like they might not always be typing and like always like active in
Yeah,
chat, but they're
they're
watching.
watching.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's so cool.
It is very cute.
I love
You know
them.
what's crazy is that for both of you, you probably have a lot of female viewership, and you were the first streamer they watched on Twitch.
Oh.
And you were like their gateway onto Twitch, so you ruined their lives and made them worse for it.
Wait a second. I thought you
So,
were saying something
No,
wholesome. You totally
if you think about
freaking
it, you
grilled
are
us.
purely responsible for their social degradation, and you should be ashamed.
Fuck.
You thought I was gonna say something wholesome? No.
Dang it.
There are so many women on Twitch that you two personally have tricked
Mm-hmm.
into watching.
You know what's really, really cool though? Like looking at the age demographic, like
Oh, the age demographic.
it's
is
really, really
crazy.
cool. Like mine mostly is like the early 20s to like late 20s. Like
Oh,
area.
really? Same,
So it's
actually.
like all like mostly college students and
Dude,
stuff.
I swear I have some like slightly older folk in mind. Every so often I'll talk about it, and a bunch of us are just talking about how like we're like about to hit 30 or like in their late 20s or already in their 30s.
Yeah.
And one of my mods are like, "Oh God, the 40s club," and then someone else in my chat would be like, "I'm 58," and I'm like, "Wait a second." What is
Yeah.
my demographic?
Yeah, I mean, like that just shows that you appeal to all audiences, honestly.
Which is really, really cool. And I love that. Yeah, I don't think I have any like 50-year-olds. Oh, like, wait, 2% was 2%. It said like 2% were like 80, but I think that's people like lying
trolling.
about their
Trolling.
age,
Yeah,
100%. But yeah, majority are like my age, I would say, right? Which I find is really, really cool. And like, in my Discord, I have like a sub only chat or whatever, and like they're just like updating on like their day-to-day lives. These people are like normal ass people, by the way.
Yeah,
Like some of
yeah.
these people, like one of my tier 3 subs, his name is Ember. Shout out to Ember. This dude fucking is like a bodybuilder, and he just
Oh,
watches my
wow.
streams. Like he's always like just coming into my chat. He's like, "Hey Kyedae, hope your games are going well. I'm gonna go play Valorant now or whatever." And it's just like it's cool.
That's cool.
I love my community.
That's so
Yeah.
smart. I should also shout out my tier 3 subs on the podcast, thus encouraging more
I'm gonna
people
tell
to
them to
tier
go
3
watch
sub.
this episode.
Shout
They're
out.
gonna be like, "Oh my god."
Every episode, one shout out.
I love them.
Damn.
I genuinely like appreciate the people that are there for me and not for anything
Yes.
else. And like it is just like the best feeling.
I feel like you fostered a very positive community despite how toxic a game Valorant can be.
Yes, 1,000%.
Yeah, because like sometimes I'll like tune into like League streamers that are pretty popular, but it's their chat just basically hating on them the
Yeah,
entire
their
time.
chat is unbearable. I
So,
can't watch, or I can't read their chats.
Yeah, so that in itself is kind of a feat.
Yeah, but also like I'm a very like big softie when it comes to like hate comments a lot of times. So I have 1 week follower mode. You have to authenticate like with your
The
phone number.
Yeah.
And so those two alone and follower mode. So
And you
like,
still get stupid comments.
I
I
get-
banned them. I personally like
some people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
their
like-
time. Yeah,
First time chatters say like the most whack shit. I'm like, you waited a whole week just to type that.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, you have the week thing.
Yeah.
They actually waited an entire week just to, like, say something so freaking stupid.
there are times where we played together where I missed a buy round in Valorant because I was busy banning someone in your chat. Like that's happened. So, like.
You're goated for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it just is so fucking annoying. And I think if you are a streamer, you kind of understand, like, it's just like, dude, you really just like chose
Yeah.
to be an asshole. Like, when you could have just like completely ignored me. Like, you
Just
could have just
not
not
talk.
engaged with me at
Yeah.
all. But you went out of your way to do that. It's like wild. So,
Yep.
yeah.
I don't know.
Nuts.
No.
As much as like there's like a lot of shitty things about this job, I feel like there's a lot of really good things that come out of it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
I
No.
feel like
Yeah, once
it
again.
completely outshines the shit.
I can't say it enough. This is like a crazy, amazing job.
I agree.
In so many ways.
agree.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I'm very thankful, I have to say, you know. And like I just wish nothing but success for others, to be honest. Except you, Peter.
Oh.
I was waiting for that.
I was like,
Did you see
wait a
my
second.
eyes narrow as
Except-
you
I
were
did. I
yeah.
did. Except from the corner of my eye.
Do you guys
Yeah.
ever think about, you know how there's like so many like multiverse and all that stuff, like movies nowadays? You
Yeah.
ever think
Yeah.
about like your alternate lives and like what you would be doing in another lifetime?
I honestly don't know what the fuck I'd be doing if I wasn't a streamer. I'm gonna be honest. I've never like particularly excelled in any skill set, and I have a really hard time. Or like in terms of like practical skills. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like I think I have like my sense of humor is pretty good. Like a lot of people think I'm funny. A lot of people don't. A lot of people.
I'm just kidding.
You
Can
literally
we just
did-
say we're running out of time right now?
You literally did a multiverse video for your
That is true.
Oh my God,
You
that
did.
is
I
true.
loved your announcement
That
video,
was
by
I
the way.
actually really liked it too.
You know what's crazy? I don't have an announcement video, and I'm sour about that.
Can we make one?
Oh.
No.
Your we should do one retroactively, but your videos went off. The ones that we did with you in the beginning. But I still want
I really need to be in the Maldives. Or is it Maldives?
Maldives.
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 I need to be in the
That's where I
Maldives.
want my honeymoon.
Maldives.
Oh, that's where
Beautiful
you're
there.
gonna do your honeymoon?
I would like to. I haven't really thought of like too crazy about it, but I want to go to Maldives.
How about Abe?
I don't think he
He
doesn't
doesn't
have
like it.
opinions.
Yeah?
He just doesn't.
You know, that's kind of like the same as Tyson. Like, whatever makes the
Dude.
woman happy.
Yeah, no,
you know?
I'm just like,
But I wish
no,
they did
he's
sometimes.
So...
I have opinions.
No, it's crazy because like I'll come home with my hair dyed like a completely different color, and I'm like, hey babe, like, what do you think? And then he's just like, yeah, I love it. It looks great. And I'm like, what color was my previous hair color? And he's like,
That's not fair though,
blonde.
because you're asking us how your hair currently looks. We don't think about
Okay,
the
but
past.
how do you not remember what my previous hair
I don't
color-
even remember
It
what
was,
I
like,
ate for dinner yesterday.
yesterday.
Okay.
Men.
Listen, why does it matter if we remember what your hair looked like yesterday if we like your hair today, right, fellas?
My girlfriend might be watching, so I am going
You
to
are
abstain
so
from this.
smart. You're fucking smart.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Anita, stop watching. 15 seconds ago. Okay. Well, okay.
No, I get where you're coming from. Like, if you like the current state of your woman,
Yeah.
but
If
still,
you like the curve.
that sounds
You
so-
better, you
I don't
better
know.
be in love with all states of your woman.
This needs to be upholstered a bit. Not a big fan of this patch. Yeah.
Oh,
Upgrade.
Next update.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God.
Ooh, sorry.
I don't know.
Smash
My,
that carpet.
my girlfriend asked me recently, like, babe, like, should I get plastic surgery?
Oh.
And I was like, what would you need plastic surgery for? And she said, oh, there's some stuff like I would like to change. And like I was like, I personally think you are just ravishingly beautiful as you are now.
Aw.
But I wouldn't stop you from getting it if it was like for your own mental, you know? Like I think a lot of the time men will make comments saying like, "Oh, you don't need makeup or whatever." And
Yeah.
it's like you kind of are fellas. You're kind of assuming that they're doing this for the male gaze.
male
All
gaze,
right.
yeah.
Sometimes like, you know, people just want to be pretty.
No,
and that's for their own
mostly
mental.
it's just like I want to like what I see
Yeah.
Yeah.
for myself.
No, I completely
I
agree with
actually
you.
rarely think about like what other people are looking at. I'm just like I just want to like what I see.
I'm the exact same way. And like
Yeah.
that's the thing that really, really sucks. Like I've really struggled with like body dysmorphia as well as just like being super insecure. Like regardless of what anyone says, people could say like super nice things about me, but it's what I think, you know, as a person.
Yeah.
And like I've had the same conversation with Tyson before about like plastic surgery. And just like a nose job or like other stuff, right? And when I first had the conversation with him, he's like, "No, you were perfect. You're
But I
so
love your
gorgeous. You don't
nose."
need any like changes, right?"
I agree. I find your features to be incredibly symmetrical, but
Thank you.
What was it? I was gonna say like this is a little boomerish to say, but back when we didn't use any social media, when it didn't exist in your life,
Yeah.
I never had self-esteem issues because I wasn't like on the internet or like comparing myself to anything. Like I didn't post on Instagram, I didn't have like Twitter or anything. There's no like feedback that I don't even ask for, right? About like
Yeah,
how
for
I
sure.
look.
really, I just got bullied. That's why I had self-esteem issues. I mean, like, sorry, I didn't mean to make this about myself. But it was more just
No,
like
not at
it's
all.
like, you know,
Yeah.
I get what you mean though. It's
Yeah,
like social
no,
media is kind of like that. You weren't prepared to be like judged by
Yeah.
like all these people. They're giving their opinion when you never fucking asked.
I think I just never thought about it because I was just like going about my day and I was just like, I think I look pretty okay today, right? And then
Yeah.
it's just like a few years later, like into university, and it's like I start posting stuff and then I'm like, wait a second, like people have thoughts about how I look.
Yeah.
Because you don't usually like, someone doesn't just fucking walk up to you and go like, damn, I think you look fucking ugly today. Like, well, it didn't happen to me personally,
that
but
didn't
like,
happen to you, dude. That's like a Thursday. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's the one thing that I miss from like pre-social media was like that gap of time or whatnot, where it was just like you and yourself.
yeah, and your friends or peers or whatever.
Exactly, and it's not instant gratification, which is
Exactly.
like a plus and a minus. But like social media, it's like, boom, if I post something, then I'm seeing what other people are saying about that, and it just like fucks with your mental,
Yeah.
like whether in a good way or bad way, versus beforehand where it was like,
I agree with that.
You know?
Social media as well, like I feel like has like negatively impacted like this like generation like so badly with like comparing yourself to other people as well, you know, like not necessarily meeting like the beauty standard of like what all the other influencers look like and
Yeah.
whatnot, which is like really, really shitty.
Yeah, I think like pre-social media, right? It's like if someone wanted to say something to you or about you, they would just say it to your face, right? They would be like, "Oh, like I think your outfit's really pretty today, or you look really good today." And it's like it takes way more guts for like I'm not talking about like mean kids, but like let's say we're in like university, right? It takes way more for someone to insult you to your face, right? But on socials, it's easy. You just type it. It's like practically anonymous, and they just say whatever they want in like half a second.
Yep.
That is so shitty.
Yeah.
You know, no consequence.
No
of your-
filter, no
There's no
consequence.
filter, no
They
consequence.
can just get away with saying anything that they
Yeah.
possibly want,
There
and it
was
is just like
there
the
was
worst
literally a
thing.
Black Mirror episode where it was kind of like taking that to like the next level where people would vote on somebody who would die.
I know
one
the
with
social
bees.
status
Oh
one.
my
I love
and then,
that
and
one.
then they would kill the people, but then everybody who voted, the bees would go and find them. So it was like the whole thing about being anonymous online and how it can affect other people. Like, what if it happened kind of back to you? So it's just keyboard warriors, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I also think social media is a nightmare because like everyone's a content creator now. Like it kind of
Yeah.
feels like if you're not creating, like posting photos, making TikToks, it's like what are you even doing?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's like a kind of like a societal pressure to be like somewhat social media
Active
savvy.
on, like,
Yeah.
social media.
I hate being active on social
Me
media.
too.
I find it hard.
Yeah, I don't like photos of myself. Like I said before, I'm like super insecure, so I'm really selective on like what I post.
I'm the same.
And so that's why I don't really have any Instagram photos and stuff. Another thing, just in general, like I never really liked social media much. I'm going to be completely honest. So this job where it's like your job to post about yourself, everything is about you, is like my worst fucking nightmare. Just like, it just like leers over me. But like, you know, I'm trying to get like more comfortable with it and whatnot, but like it's still difficult.
Yeah. I totally agree. Like this podcast, even in a way, is like I love talking, which is very evident. But like, I also hate
really,
having
Peter?
the spotlight on me. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, but like that was a part of what we were talking about with this show. It's like when we went in here, I was like, okay, I don't like, you're great on camera and all that, but podcasting is a whole different thing. So I give you like an iPad, and you'll see in the first episodes he has an iPad with a couple of topics and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I realized all the shit he was doing off script was so much better. So I was just like, let's take it out.
Yeah.
And I think like a piece of that is why you feel like, you know, even though I'm in the spotlight, I'm just talking.
yeah, it feels way more just like with the homies, kind of, you know. So
Shooting the shit.
As crazy as like it sounds, like I used to be like so scared of like the camera. Like I think scripted stuff makes me way more nervous than just like ebbs and flow
No, I
type
think
of stuff
that's
like
fair.
this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is so comfortable.
Because you have like things to memorize, and you're just like,
Yeah.
Yep.
what was the line again?
yeah.
even an ad read is like, hey, this is brought to you by, haha, thank you again.
Yeah.
It's like I hate that. Even that, just like, oh, ugh.
Yeah, no,
Gives me the sweats.
actually,
Yeah.
I'm the exact same way. So it's like really cool. And like honestly, I'm like blocking out the cameras, and I'm just seeing like 4 other people.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
this is
kinda nice.
like my second time being on a thing. I just did another one like earlier this week, and
Yeah.
it's,
I'm glad
it's
you're
an
having fun.
experience.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
on the Vinny and Kyedae
Yeah,
cooking show, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
But
I'm
yeah,
glad.
like, but that one is a little bit more scripted than this.
That's true.
I
A
think
little
it's
bit,
like,
yeah.
You know,
Well, it's more like an outline of what you're supposed
Yeah,
to
for
do.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
So, like,
more
it's
of
still-
more
it's still within
structure.
reason.
Yeah,
but I
a lot
like
more
this.
structure.
I love this podcast stuff. Like this is why I'm like so happy because like I love Peter as a person and like oh my god like
I didn't know you knew how to lie.
Among Us.
before I barely played Among Us. I was so
It
shit
just
at
comes
it.
naturally to you then, huh?
Oh my god, who was it again?
You'd be great at it.
They saw straight through me. I remember when I played with like Ray and Toast, and they're like, "You're such a bullshitter."
Okay, well, you know, like they used to play like
They're
hours
like
every day,
professional
you know?
Among Us
That's
players.
true.
Honestly.
Oh yeah. Also, oh my god, Corpse too. Corpse saw straight through me. This guy's like genius 5000.
Yeah, they're all like extremely good at what
No,
they do.
yeah, they are.
know.
They're very observant.
Extremely.
Yes.
I feel like maybe if I played it, I would have gotten really good at lying. But
You learn to lie. Not the greatest thing, but
a good skill sometimes.
It's a good skill to have.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm like, on the topic of Peter, I'm just super happy he's on 100 Thieves. Like it is like it is something that I just want. I like pushed for so fucking hard. I was like, I have to have Peter on 100 Thieves.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop you
And it
there.
happened.
Okay, shut up. Stop
too
talking
much.
about me. Anyway,
Manifest.
that's all the time we have for today's episode of Boomer versus Zoomer. I had a great time. Thank you, Wendy, for
We
being
actually-
on the podcast.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
we
Wait,
just breezed
what?
through that again.
That's crazy.
Honestly. Anyway, Wendy, Wendy, before we wrap up the show, is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to shout out real quick?
Honestly, it's just Natsumii across all socials and Spotify. I'm gonna release another song this year.
Oh my god, I'm so excited! Yay!
Her music is incredible. Please
Incredible.
listen.
Her voice is fucking amazing.
No
We'll
shout
put a
outs to
link
Abe,
in the
though, huh?
description.
Weird.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description down
you
below.
know.
All right. Well, thank you again. I had a blast talking to you.
Me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll catch you on the next episode. We'll catch you on the next episode. Fuck!
Bye,
All right,
motherfuckers.